Shalom Mashpaka. May peace, serenity, and prosperity be multiplied unto you all. Kalala Bayaba Shuma Mashak Yabashaba Rakatam Tawara Bahadwaya. So I tell y'all, spiritual wickedness is really hating this ammunition that I'm giving out to you all. I'll tell y'all that much. And while I'm telling you all that, be sure to get you your copy of the Sharp and Sword Study Guide. If you're studying that study guide and you're taking notes on this ammo for spiritual warfare, it'll help you out a lot in your walk in this truth. I'll leave a link in the comments for you to copy your copy. However, let's get back to this spiritual warfare. Part 3. And in part 3, we're going to be talking about going against anti-breakthrough forces. These are forces that stagnate and frustrate your progress, your success, your prosperity. These are demonic forces that are in full opposition to your success and prosperity in this life. They are prime adversaries to forward movement, progression, succession, excellence. They are prime adversaries to all of that, and they cause things to happen to slow you down or to shut you down. You see, Yahweh is not a failure. And if we are of Yahweh, we shouldn't be a failure in any way either. Now, one thing I must always bring up when you're engaging in spiritual warfare is you want to ask for forgiveness of your trespasses. You want to be sure you ask for forgiveness of your trespasses before you engage in spiritual warfare. You always want to ask for that forgiveness. You see, Yah didn't design for us to come into this world and be failures or fail, to be stagnant, to be shut down, to be oppressed. He didn't design for us to be that way. A lot of times we bring all of that onto ourselves by our choices, our thoughts, our decisions, and our actions, and even with our speech. Now, concerning positive breakthrough. See, breakthrough is a serious progress or advancement. It's a positive boost where one can be doing well and start to do even better. You must see breakthrough as forward development or vital discovery. When you have breakthroughs, you're breaking through barriers. Mashpaka. You're breaking through barriers and you're bulldozing the defenses of the adversary. You see, the adversary wants us defeated. But with breakthrough, we suddenly rise and overcome. Because we indeed are more than conquerors through him that loved us. See, we want to be about an anointed increase, Mashpaka. We want to be excelling and progressing so much by the power of Yah that we become an anomaly to those who see us, those around us. We make people wonder how we're winning so greatly. We want to be lifted above all opposition, Mashpaka. We want promotion. We want enrichment. We want betterment. We want positive headway. We want radical expansion and exceptional maximization. We want a turning point to much prosperity. Now, when you have demonic forces that are against such positive advancement, we got to take a moment to truly identify what these adversaries to our success are. See, these demonic entities that are against our success, Mashpaka, they're the ones who are saying no to our advancement. They hinder progress. They hinder the progress and excellence in great and small ways. These same demonic entities cause doubt in Yah's intervention. And we already know Yah doesn't like us to doubt. But the way they orchestrate things, they make us want to doubt our situations. They make us want to doubt our prosperity and our victory, Mashpaka. These same demonic forces are all about resisting prosperity and advancement of Yah's people. They contend against victory. They are designed or they orchestrate stagnation. And they're all about limitation to progress. And they're always disturbed when progress prevails, Mashpaka. And they are hell-bent in returning a person to defeat. They spiritually steal from people, Mashpaka. They nullify favor. They cause chaos when you're about to shine. They cause chaos. They cause disruption and destruction. This is what we're going to be focused on praying against. Everything I just listed as far as this demonic opposition in the spiritual realm that is against your advancement, your success, and your prosperity. We're going to get ammunition on how to pray against them to defeat them. Now, I want to put a precept in action here before we begin on these pointers on how to engage in spiritual warfare on such a matter. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 124, verse 7. And it reads, "Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped." So when you begin your prayer, again, we're not going to pray over the airwaves because Mashiach told us to pray in secret. So everything that I'm going to talk about are pointers for you to take note on and to incorporate in your own prayer life. That's the only way this is going to work. You have to do your due diligence and hold yourself accountable to take note of the points given. So whatever power that has tied you down, you must pray against that power to be destroyed by Yahweh Yahweh Shah. You want any power that's tied you down to defeat to be destroyed. You want every witchcraft power that's monitoring your success, your prosperity, and your abundance. You also want that witchcraft power to be destroyed by Yahweh Yahweh Shah. The demonic entities that are in pursuit of you and the demonic entities that are responsible for oppressing you, you too want them to be destroyed and buried as well. You want to pray against those to be destroyed and buried. It gets like that, Mashpaka. You need to pray ultimate destruction on these entities and forces that are working against your abundance, your prosperity, and your overall success. And you want your breakthroughs, your progress, your advancement to be pulled down from the heavenly realm to work in your favor. You want to speak for the heavenly realm to release your prosperity and your blessings by Yahweh Yahweh Shah. And the powers that are assigned against your breakthroughs, you want to pray for them to be destroyed and broken down and beaten to dust and ash. And also any demonic power that wants to destroy the good things in your life, you must pray and speak destruction onto them. And every power that's working internally to work against your breakthrough and progress. That means every power that's working inside you, causing you to think counterproductively and to act and speak counterproductively, you want that demonic power to be destroyed also. Also, any power that's flying against your ultimate progress and abundance and prosperity, you want it to be crashed and destroyed. You also want to speak and pray for a release and anointing of your blessings and breakthroughs. Mashpaka. And every power that's assigned against your breakthroughs and your prosperity, you want to pray for its time to be over and for it to be destroyed itself. Mashpaka. Whatever power that's constructed, that's working shame against you, you want it to be destroyed and broken down into irredeemable pieces by Yahweh Shah. And whatever evil demonic power that's dragging your progress on the ground, making you move slothfully, you must declare and speak its destruction and for you to be released from such a dragging power against your prosperity and abundance. And whatever power, whatever wicked power that's working against you from your father and your mother's house, that's assigned against you, you must speak against that as well. Mashpaka. You must speak and pray against that as well by Yahweh Shah. See, it's these things that we don't think about. It's these things that we don't think about that works against us in the spiritual realm. And this series on spiritual warfare is going to bring all that to the forefront of your mind. So that way, with the appropriate application, you'll know how to pray against this opposition that's working against your overall prosperity and abundance and success in this life. Now, with all that being said, I always close out with Luke 10:19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing by any means shall hurt you. So you have the power through Mashiach to tread over demons, witches, warlocks, all demonic entities and powers. You have the ability to tread over them and stomp them out with your feet. And at the same time, be immune to any of their advances. And you also remember that you can do all things through Mashiach. And knowing that you can do all things through Mashiach in his name, that should strengthen you. That's Philippians 4:13. And you also got to meditate on 2 Samuel 22:33. With Yah being your strength and power. And Yah making your way perfect. Now, that concludes this segment of part 3 of spiritual warfare. If you haven't already, be sure to get your copy of the Sharpened Sword Study Guide. It'll give you a lot more clarity in your walk in this truth. With all that being said, may peace, serenity, and prosperity be multiplied unto you all. Shalom.